On a non-serious note, waxed hats, waxed mustaches, and saddle oil. Waxed hats, it's kind of a more West Texas thing, but there's a tradition in the Southwest of mixing paraffin wax with some kind of a thinner. A lot of guys use white gas, uh, turpentine. There's a variety of things you can use. Doesn't really matter. All the things that work real well to make it really highly flammable, being it's paraffin wax, and so you're basically making a bomb. But you melt down the wax and you pour in the thinner, and then you just put a thin coat over your hat. Great thing about that is it will make a hat like a helmet. And it works good in West Texas if you're in really rough country like that with a lot of rough brush. And it makes it completely waterproof, and it makes it really heavy and really, really hot. I suggest you just buy a new hat. I've waxed a couple of hats, makes them like a hard hat. My idea is just buy a new hat. So that's waxed hats. Waxed mustaches. I had a mustache one time, caused me to look like a Mexican bandito because it got big, because I didn't really realize that mustaches are a lot of work, and you have to comb them and brush them and clean them and do things to them. So I don't know much about wax mustaches other than they look cool. And if you want a wax mustache, talk to Derek Mont. He knows all about them. And the last thing I was talking about was saddle oil. For a long, long time, olive oil was the only thing I'd put on my saddles. Olive oil, olive oil, olive oil. I was convinced by a really, really good hand, Harold Meeks, to use the cheapest, sleaziest vegetable oil you can find. And I did this the first time I did it on a saddle that I didn't really like or didn't really care about. On your reins, on your headstalls, on your saddles, on whatever. Do it on the hottest part of the day and just paint that on just as thick as it'll get. And I've been made into a believer. That makes it soft. It doesn't change the color very much. Doesn't rot your stitching out. One of the things about olive oil is it will rot your stitching out. A lot of the other products out there will rot your stitching. A lot of things with beeswax will make everything stiff when it gets cold. I'm a believer. Cheap vegetable oil. Best thing you can do. Adios.